Once we have written the class interval and frequency, we'll get the total number of observation. So here we got n is equal to 50. So here we have income per day, number of person. So income are given in terms of rupees here. So the number of person who get that income. So here either you can write the midpoint first or you can calculate the cumulative frequency. So I'll always write the midpoint here. So 0 to 10, 5. Next is 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. Everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am, Department of Mathematics. Again in this session, we are going to calculate about the mean deviation for group data. So here, when I say group data, so we have sometimes in the form of in class intervals also. So let us take the problems related to mean deviation for group data. Again, we calculate them by using mean as well as median with the same formula. Find the mean deviation about the mean for the following data. Marks obtained, number of students. So marks obtained by the students is given in the form of a range, that is a class interval, and number of students is given here. So 10 to 22, 20 to 33, 30 to 48, 40 to 50, 14, 50 to 68, 60 to 73, 70 to 82. So now let us write this in a tabular column. So the tabular column will contain the same thing here. The only thing is we do not have any observations here. We have it in the form of a class interval. So whenever class interval is given, xi is always taken in the form of a midpoint. So we need to choose a midpoint of 10 to 20. The rest of the calculation is same. To calculate mean, we need fi xi column. Next, to calculate the mean deviation, we need xi minus x bar, and the final column fi into xi minus x bar. We'll take the summation, we'll divide by the total number of observations, and hence we'll get the mean deviation. Now first let us write the midpoints of all these class interval. So clearly you can see 10 to 20. So we have the midpoints is 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. So here I have already calculated the total value, n is equal to 40, and hence I have written 40 here. So now we need to take the xi, then we need to multiply fi into xi, that is 15 into 2 or 2 into 15, that is 30. 3 into 25, 75. So similarly, you need to multiply these terms to get fi xi column. So you will get it as 280, 630, 440, 195 and 150. So once you get the values, calculate the summation here. So the summation of all these things is equal to 1800. So why isn't it necessary? To find x bar in the next column. So therefore, now mean x bar is equal to summation fi xi divided by n, that is 1800 divided by 40, which is equal to 45. Now take the mean deviation of all the observations with 45. So that is observations are 15, 25, 75 like that. We need to take the mean deviations with respect to 45. So then you will get this as 30. Next we have 20. Next 10. Next is 0, next is again 10, 20, 30. So once you get the median deviations column, you need to multiply the frequency column with these deviation to get the column fi into xi minus x. So here whatever the context, that only represents what is the next step. So the next step is we need to multiply the column xi minus x bar with respect to frequency. Now multiply 2 into 30, 60, 3 into 20, 60. Similarly, when you multiply the remaining rows, you will get the value as 80, 0, 80, 60, 60. Now take the summation of the last column. You will get the result as 400. Now once you got the last column, you can find the mean deviation with respect to mean, that is summation fi xi minus x bar whole divided by n. So which is equal to 400 divided by 40. Hence the mean deviation value is 10. Next one, calculate the mean deviation about median for the following data. So here we are calculating the mean deviation with respect to median. Again, while calculating the median, here also it is necessary to write the cumulative frequency column. First, let us enter the data here. Class interval is given and number of frequency is also given. So once we have written the class interval and frequency, we'll get the total number of observation. So here we got n is equal to 50. Now first, let us write the midpoints of the interval. So 0 to 10, 5. Next 10 to 20, 15. Next we have 25, 35, 45, 55. So next, write the cumulative frequency. How to write the cumulative frequency here? So first write the frequency as same, then go on adding with the next frequency to get the next row. So 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 15, 28, 28 plus 16, 44, 44 plus 4, 48, 48 plus 2, 50. So the last row should be equal to the number of observation. Now we got the cumulative frequency here. Then we need to find out the median class here. So to find the median class, so here we are not finding the median value or the term which contains the median, we are finding the median class. Now how to find out the median class? Median class is always given by n by 2, or here instead of small n also we can use capital N by 2 observation. So that is 50 by 2, which is equal to 25. So which is the class interval which contains 25. So you can see here 20 to 30, this class intervals contains 25. So therefore the median class is is 20 to 30. Now once you find out the median class, we have a formula to calculate the median. That is, median M is equal to L plus N by 2 minus C divided by F into H, where L represents the lower limit. So this is called as the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So L represents the lower limit of the median class. N by 2 is what we already got. C is the previous cumulative frequency of the class 20 to 30 and H is the height of the class interval. So first let us find L is lower limit 20. N by 2 we got it as 50. Now C is the cumulative frequency of the previous class before 20 to 30. So let us find it. So 20 to 30 contains the cumulative frequency 28. We need to take the previous one. So this is C. So what is the value? 13. So we'll write here 13. And F is the frequency. This is itself is F. Frequency of the median class, that is 15. And height of the interval or size of the interval is here 10. So once you calculate, you will get 20 plus 15 minus 13 by 15 into 10. You will get the value as 8. So therefore, the median value, you will get it as 28. Now since you got the median as 28, it is xi minus 28. So take the deviations of all the midpoints with 28. So we will get the values as 23, 13, 3, 7, 17, 27. Now once you get the deviation, multiply the column frequency with xi minus m to get the next column fi into xi minus m. So that is 6 into 23. So we'll get the value as 138. Next is 7 into 13, 91. So like this, so we'll get the remaining values as 45, 112. The next one is 68 and 54. So once you sum up, so the final value will be equal to 508. So the next thing is we need to find out the mean deviation about the median. So the formula is summation fi xi minus m whole divided by n, that is 508 divided by 50. So the value is equal to 10.16. Next one, find the mean deviation about the mean for the data. So here we have income per day, number of person. So income are given in terms of rupees here. So the number of person who get that income. 0 to 104, 100 to 208, 200 to 309, 300 to 410, 400 to 507, 500 to 605, 600 to 704 and 700 to 800, it is 3. So let us write this. So this column represents the class interval and this is the number of persons which represents the frequency. Let us write in the vertical columns. So here we have income per day and the next column is frequency. Now here, once you got the class interval, the first thing is you are supposed to write the midpoint because we need to calculate the frequency. So now 0 to 100, the midpoint is, so 50. So similarly we have 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650 and 750. Now the total number of observation we got it here, n is equal to 50. Now multiply these two columns, Fy, Xi. So 54s are 200. So similarly multiply the corresponding row, then we will get here 1200. Next we have 2250. Next we have 3500. Next 3150, 2750, 2600. Next we have 2250. So once you add all these values, you will get the summation of Fi, Xi as 17,900. Now we need to calculate the mean here. X bar is equal to summation Fi, Xi whole divided by n. That is 17,900 divided by 50. So whose value is 358. So that means we need to take the deviation of all the scores with the 358. So here is Xi. So we have 50 minus 358. So whose value is 308. Next is we have 208, 108. Next we have 8. We have 92, 192. Next we have 292. Next is 392. So taking the difference from Xi. The next column is we need to multiply the frequency with Xi minus X bar. So that is, this is the frequency and this is the column Xi minus X bar. So 4 into 308. So the value is 1232. Next value is 1664. Next we have 108 into 9, 972. So 8 into 10, 8. So 92 into 7, whose value is 644. Next 192 into 5, we have 960. 292 into 4, we have 1168. 392 into 3, we have 1176. Now add all these values, that is the summation, whose value is equal to 7896. So once you divide this with 50, you will get the mean deviation. Thus, mean deviation about mean is summation Fi, Xi minus X bar whole divided by n. So here we got 7896 divided by 50 and hence the final value is equal to 157.92. Next question. Next again we are calculating the mean deviation about median here. So when you're calculating for a group data with the class interval, you have a formula for a median and then one more column is you need to find out the cumulative frequency. So let us write the data given. They have given marks obtained by the number of girls. Let us write it in the vertical column. So this is your class interval, this is your frequency, and when you add, you got it as 50. So here either you can write the midpoint first or you can calculate the cumulative frequency. So I'll always write the midpoint here. So 0 to 10, 5. Next is 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. Next I'll calculate the cumulative frequency 6, 14, 28, 44, 48, 50. So now we need to calculate the median class. So median class is n by 2, which is 25th observation or 25th term. So which is the term which contains the 25th term. So from 14th, 15th to 28, we have 25 here in between. So this is the median class. So now we have recognized the median class. So let us find the median. So median is L plus n by 2 minus C divided by F into H. So median class is 20 to 30. So the lower limit is 20, n by 2 is 25, C is the previous cumulative frequency. So that is 14. So this is your C and this is F. So both are 14. So we have 14 divided by 14 and the size of the class interval is clearly 10. So here we get the value as 20 plus 7.857. So when you add this, you will get 27.857. So we need to take the deviations here with 27.857. So that is xi minus 27.857. So 5 minus 27.857, we get 22.857. Next we have 12.857. Next we have 2.857. Next 35 minus 27.857, 7.143, 17.143, 27.143. So once you got the deviation with respect to the median, then you need to multiply frequency to this column to get Fi into Xi minus M. So 6 into 22.857. So it is 137.142. Next is 102.856. Next one, 39.998, 114.288, 68.572, 54.286. Now sum up all these observations. We'll get the total as 517.142. Now once you got the summation, we can use the mean deviation formula with respect to median, that is summation Fi Xi minus M whole divided by N. This is equal to 517.142 whole divided by 50 equals, so 10.34 approximately. So this is the value of the mean deviation. So in this session we have calculated the mean deviation with the help of mean as well as median for a grouped data which contains the class interval. I'll meet you in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.